So you want to replace the PCB board with one that actually has a working potentiometer. Cool, cool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and dig in. We just need a T5, putty knife, and I like to have the tweezers. So to get this, there's 5 clips, starting 1 at the bottom, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's pretty easy to go up at the top right next to the clip, pop that first one, gets the second one, and it just kind of crumbles after that. There's those 5 clips so you can see real quick. And this ribbon cable here just pulls right out. Toss that aside. Now we have about 9 screws that we got to take off. We're not touching the thumbstick yet. Important to note, we're going to take off the handle first. This spring will shoot out. So what I like to do is put my finger on top of it to hold it down while I undo these screws, just to make sure it doesn't lose its fucking mind. And there, it just popped in my finger. And bada bing, bada boom. Next, we have 4 screws and 1 hidden screw. We have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I miscounted. We have 4 screws, 3 screws, 1 hidden. 1, 2, 3. And the 4th one is under this sensor right here. We can worry about that one last. Now, this is very sticky, and what I did the first time was I just used my pry tool to really line up and kind of get under there. And then once you do that, it peels off easily after that. And then the biggest thing is this ribbon cable that's attached right here. Pop that clip up, pull it out. And gently, takes quite a bit of prying, but it does come. Nice and easy. Just like that. Go ahead. Just pull it off, and it's just a little bit of sticky pad that holds it on. Very sticky pad. And there's that last hidden screw. We can go ahead and get that baby out. This is where I like to have the tweezers. Just makes it a little bit easier to grab these pieces out. Majority of the time. There you go. Careful, this piece does kind of just slide out and slide in right there. Okay, and now that this is free, this is not where we need to be careful with the stick yet, but now this is free, peel it up and we notice 2 things. We have a ribbon cable here, and we have this flat ribbon cable there. This one under here, you can take your knife and get it right underneath the corner of there and just pop. It comes off super easy. Then we can go ahead and flip this over. Use our tweezers to flip up the lock, pull that cable out, and there we are. Now, what we're going to be doing is there's the last 3 screws. 1, 2, and 3. But before I get to those, I like to go ahead and undo these ribbon cables. Undo. There you are. Okay, now this is where we need to be careful with the thumbstick. You see that cord right there? If I can get a little bit of focus. That wire right there It's a delicate one. So what I like to do is hold it. I'll bring my knife and I will start to twist it, and it just lifts up. So I push down as I'm twisting up to keep it just from flying off. And just like that, we are now apart. So what I'm going to do is I can go ahead and let that dangle. Now we got these 3 screws out. Okay, go ahead and move this PCB board off, and there that is. Just put back on there so they don't move anywhere. And that wire right there, it's a single wire going into this cable. It's that very bottom wire that comes into this ribbon cable, and that is your touch sensor. I have a hair. And that is the touch sensor for the thumbstick. That cable, if it breaks, you just kind of SOL on the touch sensor. So there's the old one with the unworking potentiometer for whatever reason, 1926. And this one is 1924. And yeah, I'll make another video putting it back together.